Episode 24, topic, The Silent Shield, How a Husband's Quiet Sacrifices Build an Unshakable Home. Short description, in a world that often overlooks the quiet efforts of a faithful man, this message highlights the silent battles husbands fight, spiritually, emotionally, and physically to keep their home strong. Learn how these unseen sacrifices are the very foundation of a family's peace and stability. Key focus points, the power of unseen spiritual leadership, daily sacrifices that go unnoticed but build legacy, how humility and consistency speak louder than words, biblical examples of quiet strength, e.g., Joseph, husband of Mary, encouragement for husbands who feel unseen or unappreciated. 1. The power of unseen spiritual leadership. True spiritual leadership often doesn't shout, it whispers through consistency, integrity, and quiet prayer. Many husbands lead their homes not through public displays or loud commands, but by going before God in private on behalf of their families. This is the man who wakes up early to pray, even if no one sees it, covers his wife and children in prayer when they sleep, studies the word not to preach, but to become the kind of man God called him to be, fasts quietly for breakthrough in his home, declines temptation in secret, honoring his covenant even when no one would know. His leadership is not about dominance, it's about spiritual protection. He guards the atmosphere of his home, keeps demonic influence out, and invites the presence of God in through personal discipline and devotion. This kind of husband is a watchman on the wall, standing between his family and spiritual attacks. His leadership may be unseen by man, but it is deeply recognized by heaven and feared by hell. 2. Daily sacrifices that go unnoticed but build legacy. Many husbands make quiet, consistent sacrifices every day, sacrifices that may never be praised publicly, but lay the foundation for a secure, thriving family. This looks like working long hours at a job they may not love, just to make sure the lights stay on and food is on the table, choosing peace over pride, biting their tongue in an argument so the home doesn't become a battleground, driving an old car or wearing worn clothes so their children or spouse can have something new, saying no to certain friendships or opportunities that could derail their spiritual focus or damage family trust, staying faithful in moments of temptation even when no one would find out. These aren't dramatic acts, they're daily decisions made from a place of love, honor, and long-term vision. A legacy isn't built in a single grand gesture. It's built one quiet yes to responsibility, one no to selfishness, one prayer, one long work day, one hug, one moment of listening at a time. Even if the world never claps for these sacrifices, heaven is recording them, and generations to come will eat the fruit of what this man planted in secret. 3. How humility and consistency speak louder than words. Many husbands think leadership must be loud, dominant, or full of commands, but in reality, humility and consistency are the most powerful voices in the home. Humility says, I don't have to win every argument to love my wife. I'll apologize first, even if I wasn't completely wrong. I don't need a spotlight to be significant in my family. I serve even when I'm tired because love puts others first. Consistency says I show up even when I don't feel like it. My family can count on me to be steady, not moody or unpredictable. And I will remain the same man on Sunday at church and Monday in the living room. I keep my word. I follow through. I show love over time. Together, humility and consistency build trust, and trust is what makes a family feel emotionally safe. You don't have to be the loudest man in the house to be the strongest. You just have to be faithful in the little things, humble in your heart, and unshakable in your commitment. That's the kind of strength that transforms generations. For biblical examples of quiet strength, e.g. Joseph, husband of Mary. One of the most powerful yet often overlooked examples of quiet strength in the Bible is Joseph, the earthly father of Jesus. Joseph wasn't a preacher, prophet, or warrior. He wasn't known for fiery speeches or dramatic miracles, but what he was speaks volumes. One, he was righteous and obedient. When Joseph learned that Mary was pregnant, he had every cultural and legal reason to walk away. But Matthew 1:19 says, he was a just man, meaning he handled it with grace, not pride. When the angel appeared to him in a dream, Joseph didn't argue. He obeyed quietly and immediately, choosing to trust God's plan over his own logic. 2. He protected without needing applause. Joseph fled with Mary and Jesus to Egypt to protect them from Herod. He never asked for recognition. He never needed the spotlight. His priority was simply to shield what God entrusted to him. 3. He provided through his hands. As a carpenter, Joseph worked with his hands to provide for his family. He didn't need titles or platforms. His calling was to be present, faithful, and consistent. And that's exactly what he was. Joseph teaches us that quiet strength is not weakness. It's a deep spiritual maturity that says, I don't need to be seen. I just need to be faithful. Other examples include Boaz, who quietly covered Ruth and made honorable decisions behind the scenes. Noah, who kept building even when the world mocked him. Mordecai, who protected Esther and an entire nation through wisdom and patience. These men didn't fight with swords. They fought with obedience, humility, and love. 5. Encouragement for husbands who feel unseen or unappreciated. There are many husbands who carry the weight of the home, emotionally, spiritually, financially, but do so quietly, without fanfare or recognition. And over time, that quiet sacrifice can start to feel like invisibility. You may ask, does anyone notice how hard I'm trying? Do my efforts even matter? Would anyone care if I stop pushing so hard? If this is you, take heart. God sees. Hebrews 6:10 says, For God is not unjust to forget your work and labor of love which you have shown toward his name. Every sacrifice you've made in silence, every moment you've bit your tongue instead of lashing out, every time you've chosen responsibility over convenience, God sees it all, and he will reward it. You are not weak for being quiet. You are not less valuable for being behind the scenes. You are the foundation, and foundations don't get attention, but they carry everything. Your consistency is shaping your children's security. Your loyalty is nurturing your wife's trust. Your obedience is honoring God, even when no one else notices. Keep going. Even if the world never gives you a standing ovation, heaven is applauding. Your quiet strength is louder in the spirit realm than any words could be. New from the husband's calling. This video is a reminder that God is the foundation of a strong marriage and family. We've also created free ministry music on this topic to strengthen your walk with God. Tap the link on the video and be encouraged. Listen. Stay connected with the husband's calling. Follow us on all the platforms you see on your screen for daily encouragement, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube for powerful new messages every week. Your journey of faith and family starts here. Join us today.